compensation.
Definitely, I do.
All
agree.
the athletes in the team, every single person that like coach have in the team, should they get paid or get any
I do
compensation?
believe that student athletes should get any type of compensation because schools are using their image and their likenesses, their name to do ads, to promote ads with sponsorship. They have sponsorship where they make money out of these student athlete names, but that everybody should have a salary. Like, I'm paying you this amount of money a year. I don't really think so. What's your point of view on that?
Oh man, to be honest, I think all the athletes should get compensated, like any type of compensation. We're not just talking about money because money is a big subject right now of our generation. Everybody's saying money, money, but I feel like coaches, if you bring someone in the team, at least what you can do is make sure that person don't have to worry about how they're gonna pay the school. At least that's the minimum you can do.
That's the minimum you can.
Coach can tell me, yeah, we, like you said, it's not really coaches or school because they have rules. They have a lot of stuff they gotta stand by. The NCAA, they gotta change that.
Yep.
So like if the coach have to reduce their team, they might have to do that. But if you bring in someone in your team, you go to their family, you act nice and everything, and you bring that person in your team, you don't even give him a scholarship. That's tough. And I'm not even talking like partial or 55% whatever or like 25%. I'm talking full ride. That person in your team don't have to worry about how they're gonna pay their school.
That's crazy. That's actually good that you mentioned that.
That's what I'm saying.
Think about it. How much money do you think the NCAA is making out of these students?
They're making billion. What is it? In 2019, the Department of Education report that the college athletic program, their total in revenue was 14 billion. Bro, 14 billion is a lot of money. Think about something, okay? Make this thing make sense.
It's not 14 million. We talk about 14 billion dollars.
Jay-Z, with all the respect that he has, he only have one.
And which is a lot.
Ronaldo don't even have 1 billion yet.
So if you think about it,
about it, man, LeBron James don't even have 1 billion yet. With all the stuff we said, they don't even have it yet. And then these guys, they make 14 out of athletes. 14s.
And then if you think about it, do they spend a lot? I don't think so. Compared to schools, I think there's a big difference because the NCAA is the biggest corporation when it comes to sport at the collegiate level. But let's be honest, right? Schools are making money too, right? Schools are making a lot of millions out of these student athletes, billions too. On 2019, I think the schools were making 14, it was 7 billions out of their program. But schools are spending money too, if you think about it, because as I talked to Us before we start the podcast, we had an argument, and I was telling him that if you think about it this way, basketball and then football, American, which is football, are the sport that bring the most money into programs when it's come to sport. Okay, these sports are in some ways financing other sports that don't bring much. So if you think about it that way, schools have to invest some of the money that come from basketball program and then the football program in order to invest a sport like swimming, tennis, track and field.
And one more thing, he's not saying those sports, they're not important.
I'm not saying it's not
but
important.
Compared to the football, they don't bring as much money.
They don't bring as much money. So it's important for these schools to still finance these student athletes, bring them equipment, pay them coaches, food, and travel expenses. They don't win anything from it. We gotta be honest there.
Schools they win, but not like that's not where they make the most money.
And then most of
that's not the money maker.
That's not the money maker, pretty much. So okay, you winning big, but you gotta have a balance. You gotta have a balance where you win big, but this need big too. So you had to spend some type of money there, and trying to have a balance with the money. With all sport, you gotta be fair when it comes to athlete. You don't want a program in your school. The let's say the.
And you forgot hockey too.
Hockey too make a lot of money. You make a lot of money. So this is a good point when it comes to full ride and scholarship, and when it comes to making money. Because at the end of the day, it will be hard for school to give everybody a salary. And even when you talk about salary, who should give a salary? Is it the NCAA or the school that should pay these students?
But I feel like the NCAA should give more money to the school.
Okay.
So they can be in position. So maybe the school have to reduce their their people in the team. Because, for example, like you said, in the football team,
Yeah.
if somebody have 100 people in your team, do you even know all their names? Let's be honest.
Of course,
No,
he
let's be
does.
honest. Let's
Of
be
course
honest.
he
Do you
does.
know all those guys' names?
That's actually a good point.
Do you know all of them? I'm not just saying, like their surname, like, Larry, their name is Us. If I give you a piece of paper, can you put every single person name and their number on a piece of paper? You know what I'm saying? If any coach can do that, I don't even think I can do that myself. Because in that team, you might have 3-4 guys that's really make you win. We spend more time with those, working on those, because those are your drafted.
Yep.
Those are the one
Yep.
that make people come watch your game.
Yep.
So you spend more time on those.
Yep.
So I don't think it's that, like, it's hard for school. I
Yep.
understand that.
Yep.
You know,
That's true.
but I don't think it's fair for the other sports. I just don't think. And then we're not even here to talk about other sports. We're talking about here to talk about athletes. But mainly, like, what about the soccer teams? Because we're talking about sport right now. Like, for example, in football, I'm going to be honest. If they have 100 people in the team, I'm pretty sure at least, like, 50 or 60 at least on scholarship. Like, full ride. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what up right now, when we bring this to soccer, soccer is not the main sport. In US, soccer is getting there, but we're not there yet. What do you think, though? Do you think, like, because soccer don't even have that much people on the team, do you think they should have